Okay, so so I was just going to just quick review, quick overview all the stocks that I have been mentioning in my like small cap silver stock that I have mentioned in my like videos for like a long time. So yeah, just wanted to do this just weekly update, as I'm trying to do these podcasts regularly on weekly basis, but may not do every week the same overview of all these stocks. I will bring up more topics to discuss, but yeah, for this week I just going to do this quick overview of the things that I have discussed earlier, the 10 basically the 10-11 like mining stock that I discussed in my previous video. But yeah, I will if I time allows me, I'll just do a little bit talk about some other stocks that I have discussed previously. But yeah, let's start with this quick overview. And yeah, by the way, if you want to see the details about these companies, there is another video which you can which I will link in the video in the description. So if you want to view the details about this, like fundamentals of these companies, then you can watch that video. So but here I'm just checking the points, price movements in on these stocks. So the first one here is Orex Mineral. The symbol is REX, and we see the chart here. I'm still seeing the year-to-date chart. Okay, so Orex Mineral made this all-time its recent high around 28.5 cents, and it has consolidated a bit from that point, and now currently trading at 21 cents. And let's see the news. What news does it have? Okay, so that's not the Orex Minerals news. Okay, I'll close this one. So which one is that? Not any recent news about this one. Okay. Okay, yeah. But yeah, so what is the five-year high was in 2020 was $2.30 when in this 2020 like 2020 and 2021 bull run. And this one is a post consolidation, so of course it was because 10-1, I think it was 10-1, so it was like, yeah, but it's in terms of the current prices, it is like around $2 range. So I mean currently, as we saw there, GDX and all these miners in major large cap senior mining stocks or large cap mining companies, gold and silver, have made decent like significant gain over the last like last year or so, but we still can, because silver is making newer and newer highs, and like consensus is about on getting on silver prices to to reach $100. Is that's what it is not surprising. It shouldn't be, it should be a very reachable target within maybe a few months, the way it's moving, because now it's like really in parabolic mode, the rally. So we can expect, and then see if it's moved like now. Today's $53, so if it doubles from that price, so we can expect all these things to be gaining much higher. The price could go much higher from these values. And these of course these junior miners, because they are usually this the gain they start moving in the last, but their movement is quite fast and powerful, I would say. So let's move to the second one, equity metal. Yeah, equity metal is also, it looks like traders favorite, because it has a lot of huge swings in prices. Okay, you can see in the chart here. So it looks like it's it's lots of being people are trading this one a lot, but for some reason it's just staying, even though the silver price has been just ripping new all-time highs. This equity metal, even since October 6th, it made its last high was 28 cents, and it is still didn't show this it didn't. I would expect, let's say, the way silver moved and the way other mining companies move, it should have like doubled. It should have at least reached $40 price, but it is still being held tightly for some reason. So maybe something is going on. So let's see what the news is there. We don't see any new news. Their last news was about their shallow the news of drilling results. Okay, about shallow extensions of number 3 vein to the northwest of historic working. So silver coin property BC, that was the last news on September 23rd. But since then there has been no news. So maybe there is a pending news, or maybe I don't know, there's some reason that it is not not I don't know, but the way so I feel like it's being delayed for some reason, but it is going to go back up, okay, eventually. Because you see, for the last 5 years, okay, yeah, I mean, if you see, even like 5 years ago, the price of equity metal was 33 cents, and then it went back to, in October 2022, that was the bottom of like gold, silver, and silver mining companies around this point, and it was like 90% down, and it recovered from that point, but it's still it hasn't gained as much as other companies. So but if you say the minimum gain, I would say from this current point, it is still, I believe that is still could be at least 50%, and the best, I don't know, 50 or maybe even 100% from current value of current point of current price of 19 or 20 cents. Okay, next we go to decade resources. So this is like 5-year chart. You see, it was all the mining companies were trading so high in this range, okay, in this and during that time. And now we see that silver, even then, that time silver was like, what was the price of silver in 2020? It was not that high, okay. Silver was 5-year chart, okay. Silver was actually this one, so this one, 2021, silver was 28. It's like silver has doubled from that. So if what does it tell? That these companies, because I think these companies should be even go much higher. If the silver has doubled and it was like this price, it should be that, like, there is a potential to reach even those highs that were made in 2021. But I think for some reason investors are maybe scared of mining companies, of investing in mining companies, because of these losses they have seen, So that's the thing. But for see the I would say smart investors, they would take this as an opportunity. If they have money, they would invest at these lowest prices, where because at this, when you buy at the bottom, there is much less chance to lose. Okay, so and more risk is low at these bottom prices. Okay, so and then yeah, so that's a like best, I would say, place to be. I'm not saying recommending any specific mining companies, but this silver mining sector is still, especially junior silver mining companies, have very high potential to be maybe 5x, 10x from their current prices. Okay, so about Decade Resources, just recent latest update. What happened? They released their drill results yesterday. October 14th, and drill results were quite promising. And after that, what happened, that this stock went up from in the same day, it was up by from 44.5 cent, it went up to 6 cent. And this is what happens when it's like what happened is that people who have bought at lowest prices, they sold. People maybe who bought at these prices, like 2 cent or whatever in this before that, a lot of selling pressure on this stock, and that's why it's from 6 cent is back to 4 cents range. But there's like weekends who took profit. Okay, so still the lots of results are pending. So what will happen, that is still, I would say, is a buying opportunity at this 4 and 4.5 cents for much higher potential return. Okay, but these mining companies, all their their performance is highly tied to their drill results. So given that they have good drilling results, and silver is already double from is almost double from this within a year. So we can expect much higher returns in these junior silver mining companies. So okay, next just quickly go to Honey Badger Silver. Okay, Honey Badger Silver has been a great this is the big picture. So if we just see like 2-year, or let's say 2-year chart or 1-year chart. Okay, so 2-year chart is a let's just see from this point of 8.5 cent, which was in May 2025. So so it from 8.5, it was like it reached its recent high of 30 cent, which is a huge gain in near term gain, like in 5 months. Okay, and it has still it has gone through this correction, Honey Badger Silver, and now it looks like the way this candle looks like is just kind of reversal, or maybe it will stay there for a few more days, who knows. Okay, so but this one is quite good. Okay, I have published this latest news on October yesterday. Okay, Honey Badger Silver and Monetary Metals form a strategic partnership to generate silver yield. Okay, so that's it looks like a positive news. And before that, on October 8, they had done some they closed their private placement, and then they have this make this partnership. So which is good. Then we go to Bayhorse Silver. Okay, so Bayhorse Silver, actually the latest news, it mobilized its mobilized for IP geophysical surveys for the Pegasus Porphyry copper silver prospect at the Behor silver mine, and the prices were of Behor silver were like staying like this in am I seeing weekly chart? Okay, I need to go back to daily one. Okay, so the daily here. So this yeah, it was like being held in this region, in this range 4.5 and 5 cent, and yeah, it was like, yeah, it was just, it's hard to be patient when the stock is staying in the tight bound range. But then with what happened in lately started forming this started building this momentum towards higher prices, and now it's today it reached as high as 8.5 cent, which was the high of December 2024. So it hit this high, and it is still in not still yeah, like quite strong, looks still yeah, quite strong. So what we can expect here, I mean, is it going to bounce back or it go much higher? I feel like it will go even higher from this price. Okay, yeah, maybe 10 cents first, and then once it sustains that 10 cents, then it could go through some consolidation and then go back up higher. But yeah, it's just my guess. Okay, next we see Rio Silver. Rio Silver has been also very strong since its March 2025 low. We can see point it was like 5 cent, and then it's made its latest newest high, 52-week high of 28 cents today. Nothing, like no significant news. Yeah, just they did this private placement. They raised funding in September. Okay, so but what I know about this one is like the shares are insiders hold big amount, like a lot of shares, a significant portion of the company. So and the the trading volume is quite low. So it's not like as you can see here, this stock doesn't have very high trading volume. So yeah, so it's like a buy and hold kind of share company. Okay, but anyway, yes, the prices are like it has increased from this 5 cents range to 28. Okay, and then we have Klondike Silver. Yeah, Klondike Silver looks like quite flat since the beginning of this year. Okay, it's like just has been trading in this range from 4 cents to 1.5 cents. It has been doing this. Okay, and but once it's break this resistance, is going to test, is going to be like this, yeah. This in 2021 bull run, it reached is 33.5 cents, and I think, I don't know, this I as far as I remember, this stock was being like a lot of people were was like quite I think some big influencers were like promoting or something. I don't know, was that the reason that it spiked in 2021, or it was some news? We have to dig it down further. This news there, what is that? Yeah, they just filed their financial statements. Klondike Silver announces that it has audited financial statements and MD&A for the fiscal year ended May 31, 2025, will be filed after the uh, after this date of September 28, 2005. These releases are relates to a pre-existing cash shortage, which prevented the auditor from commencing the necessary work in a timelier manner for the completion of the audit by September 28th. So the company is expecting the audit to be completed and filed by no later than November 28, 2025. Okay, so that's the thing. In order to address ongoing working capital shortfall, the company also wishes to announce an extension to the private placement announced on July 8. Okay, and then they intend to issue up to 30 million units for the gross proceeds of 1.5 million at a price of 5 cents per unit. Okay, so they are going to raise money. They need money to continue their projects, and that's what I think. Maybe that's the reason it's not going up. But anyway, because they will eventually raise this money, 1.5. It is not as weak as it used to be, like earlier in the year. So if you see from this beginning of the year, so it was 1 cent, and now it's in the 3 cent range. So it's like 200% gain. So once I think maybe this month or so, because now silver is so. If once it's like the things settle, it is going to go above this resistance of 4 cent. And see, they are trying to getting the private placement. So maybe that's the reason, because until the private placement is settled, it will stay in this range, and then it will shoot up. Okay, so generally I would say it has also a potential to for a huge return, and it's like I would say accumulation is going on this thing. As you can see here, this is 7.5 million traded. Volume was 7.15 million, and then here it was like 8 million. It's a huge trading volume lately, so people are accumulating it. This reflects once it's just the lid is taken off from the prices, it's just going to go up. Okay, so that was the story of Klondike Silver. And then we have Silver Express Resources. Okay, that's also recently reached like 30 cents from this 0.05, but it didn't stay in the 0.05 half cent range for as you can see from the volume was very low. So but lately it has picked up, and you see here volume is such a huge volume, and then with huge volume there was a huge price movement in the share movement in the share price. So like 15.6 million, and then see not yesterday on which day was that, September 8. That was I'm seeing the weekly chart, so it was on weekly basis it made this much, but it's a lot. The volume has increased, trading volume has increased, which indicates that this one is also going to be going to rise. These all the news here. Okay. Next we see Silverstorm mining. Yeah, Silverstorm is a really good company. Okay, so this one was 0.7 cents and was 4x. It made like 29 cents, so like 4 times its bottom price, and is currently is just trying to hit this. See, this previous the 29 cent level that it made in September. Yeah, so from there, when it made it, it was like in consolidation mode for this time, and you see chart from there now it's like it's like strong, the momentum is upward. Okay, and the news, October 10, they also had this, what was that? They sealed $7 million of take financing with Samsung CNT for restart of La Perilla complex. So that was the news. They closed this financing. Okay, so it's clear to ready to just move up. Okay. Now we have Brixton Metals. Yeah, Brixton was like 4.5 cents, and then it went to high to like 13.5 cents in June. And recently it's least like that it is trying to is just coming out of this negative momentum. Okay, and then today it made it just spiked to 10 cents. Oh really? Yeah, it just spiked to 10 cents actually. That was quite significant. And why it happened? They had this drill result announcement today. Okay, so they drilled 22.15 meter of 4.44 gram per ton gold, including 1.5 meter of 57.2 gram per ton gold at the Trapper gold target. So that was the news. Okay, it looks quite good because 4.4 gram per ton gold is quite significant. Okay, and then this width of 22 meter is quite wide, and the highest was 57. Okay, so that's why this one. And so Brixton is actually basically is a company that has both gold and silver. Okay, so so this news was about gold discovery, and that's why we saw this spike here on the news. So means that the news is positive news has started coming out after silver has moved higher. So what does it mean? That they will release more news like this, and then they continue their work on their project, and the price is eventually going to go much higher during this phase of silver bull rally. So that's the second last one, and this is the last one from my the stocks list that I've been talking about. Okay, so this is last one is GR Silver Mining. Okay, GR Silver was 9.5 cents, and then it went to as high as 39 cent, or you can see here didn't go straight up. So in the beginning from until from this is the 1 year chart. Okay, you see trading volume was low, but now in the recent days, since August, the volume has picked up. Okay, and then it's you see daily trading volume is just quite much higher than old previously previous trading volume daily. Okay, so from it went through consolidation, and then was in the second leg. Okay, so that was the first leg up with corrections, and then this was there was a second first phase of big correction from that point, and then is the second third second leg up, and now after correction, so it's going to be another at least from there. Okay. Yeah, how high will it go? We need to do I'm not diving deep into all these technical analysis things, but just based on what we say, it's at least more than 100% from this point, as far as I can see, because if you see the bottom of this was 14 point, yeah, so maybe 100% gain from this value, who knows. Even if we see from this 28.5 cent to 39, that's maybe more than 30% gain from this point. But yeah, so you can expect higher gains based on these technical patterns. This is all about the existing ones. Okay, so I think I should stop here, and maybe next in the next video I will just talk about other companies that I wanted to discuss, but yeah, it has become quite long, so I'll stop here. Okay, thank you for watching this video. And I'm seeing lately, as you know, the number of people subscribing to my videos are, have increased a lot. So yeah, it means that I am definitely providing value. So yeah, like, share and subscribe to my channel, and share with your fellow investors. And thanks for watching.